What is up, guys, and welcome back to another day at Whitley Auto Works. Today we're continuing our Rustoleum custom mix series with an awesome new spray out. I had a subscriber that wanted to see me kind of replicate what I did with the Miami Sunset Orange on the hood a long time ago. If you remember that video, it was about a year ago now that I showed everybody how to first use solid pearls on a hood, and it was orange, it was real pretty, it sparkled a lot in the sun. Well, the subscriber wanted me to replicate it, but using a blue pearl, because he wanted to do the same thing. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. I got my dark gray for my fender, I got my solid blue pearl, and we're going to go for full coverage. But one new addition that you've probably not seen yet on the channel is Speedokote Clear. Now, I've heard an awful lot about this clear. I've seen a lot of people use it over Rustoleum. I've had very limited experience with it, but I've heard great things, and we're going to use it today on the channel, and I'm going to give you a full in-depth review. I paid for this myself, so there's no bias in it or anything like that. You're getting my honest 100% opinion of this clear coat system. It is 2K urethane. It's supposed to have excellent UV protection and have a really good gloss and spray out really well, but we're going to find out today. So first, I got my fender prepped out behind here. Sanded down with 600, cleaned up real good. We're going to lay down some Rustoleum, and then we'll get into the Speedokote Clear and a nice blue pearl. So let's get into today's video. Alright, guys, so we got the dark gray Rustoleum down on our fender, and you're pretty much just going for full coverage when you're doing these type of paint jobs. The blue pearl is actually going to be your color for this. It works the same as it would if you were to paint any other base as far as like primers go. If you have a darker color, you typically want it over a darker color primer, because that's really going to bring out the richness in the dark color. And the flip side of that is if you're doing like a red, a orange, a yellow, something that's very vibrant, you want to do it over a lighter color primer, because it's going to really make that light color pop like it's supposed to over everything else. And there's a big difference. If you shoot it over black primer and then shoot it over white primer on another part of the car, you will see the transition and you will see a difference in color. So just be mindful of that. Anyways, back to today's project. We are doing a darker blue, kind of a deep, almost like a WRX blue or Daytona blue. So I picked kind of a darker color primer for this. And of course we got the Speedokote, guys. So to start off with, I picked this up on Amazon.com, obviously. And I also picked up all the pearls, the paint guns, everything I'm using, guys, is available on Amazon.com. If you want to use anything you see me use on this channel, links are in the description. Click As Seen on YouTube, it takes you to my Amazon storefront, and you can purchase anything that I use on the channel on the website. I get a small kickback, but it costs you guys nothing extra. You get the benefits of Amazon Prime and everything else Amazon has to offer. There was a $10 cheaper version of this clear, but it was a 3-to-1 mix. So that means less clear to use overall once you mix it. And I wanted to be fair to all the other clears I've been using, the Nason Clear, the High Tech, they're all 4-to-1. The High Tech being the cheapest test clear that I've been using on the channel, and it doesn't have the greatest UV protection. This stuff, however, is supposed to, and it's about $20 more than the High Tech stuff. But hey, if you want that UV protection, you definitely need to spend the extra money for a good solid 2K urethane clear. And 2K urethane clear is the only clear I suggest using over Rustoleum if you want to minimize chances of getting reactions, shrinkage, and any of that. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with this. Let's pour it out. I'm going to open it up. I have not been into this yet, so I'm sure I'll have a seal. Yep, there's always a seal. Pop that seal off. And let's pour some out in the cup, about 4 or 5 ounces, and let's see what this stuff looks like. Right away I can tell, thinning material wise, or thickness of the overall material is about what I'm used to seeing. I have heard some comments about it being a runnier clear than some other stuff, but I'm not really seeing it. Actually, I'm a little under 4 ounces, so let's put a little bit more in. All right. Now I'm a little over it. Go figure, right? Anyways, all right. Now today I've opted to use the medium temp reducer. For most spray outs, I'm using medium temp. That's just what the temperature is in my area. If it's higher than 60 or less than 90, or even 90 a lot of times, I'm still using the medium. So for most jobs, I'm using medium reducer. But they do have fast and they have slow reducer if you decide to go that route. So I'm gonna open this up. All right, like I said, this mix is 4-to-1. I got 4 ounces in there, so let's put another ounce. Here we go. And that's the clear. So I put this to the side. Mix it up real good. Yeah, as far as that whole runny consistency thing, or it being a runnier, yeah, it does look like a little bit thinner clear than I'm used to, maybe, but I don't know. I'm really going to be able to tell more when I put it in the gun and spray it. So as far as pigment load goes today, we're going for full coverage, so I am going to be a little generous with this stuff right here. I'm not exactly going to measure how much I put in the mix. I'm just going to kind of spritz some in here, and we'll have to just keep doing coats till we get full coverage, because that's what the subscriber wanted to see. So put some in here. That should be plenty. Like I said, right now I got about 5 ounces, a little more than 5 ounces of clear. I'm gonna mix this up real good, and I'll bring you guys in close so you can see this mix with this new Speedokote stuff. All right, guys, so here's the mix. Like I said, this is very reminiscent of like a World Rally blue or a Daytona blue. And in the mix, this clear looks the same as all the other clears. All the good quality clears. The clarity was really good on it. It didn't look yellow or like it was a cheap clear. And hey, looks like it's going to do the job fine. So let's load up our gun. Let's get to spraying and see what kind of results we can get with this Speedokote clear and this crazy blue pearl. Alright guys, so now the fun part, our pearl mixture and our Speedokote clear is in my little hopper. I'm shooting through my V-bore gun today, 1.4 tip. I generally shoot for 28 PSI on the regulator. That is full trigger pushed, so you're probably going to be in the mid-30s when it's static pressure before you actually pull the trigger. And then you should see 28 if you want to replicate my settings. The first coat's going to be a tack coat. I'm just going to introduce the pearls to the Rustoleum, make sure I don't have any reactions or issues, and then we're going to see how many coats it takes to get full coverage. And that's going to be it. So let's get spraying and see what kind of results we can get on this fender. Alright guys, so that's the video for today. A dark gray Rustoleum with a medium blue pearl over top of it. Now, as I was talking about earlier in the videos, when you have your light color primers and your dark color primers, that really affects the color. If I had done this over black, it would have been a much richer blue. But since I did it over the dark gray, it kind of lightened up the color and made it, well, a medium to a little bit lighter blue. And that's just the nature of whatever base you choose. So choose your bases wisely. Obviously, the big part of today was about the Speedokote clear. Like I said, this stuff was under $100. And honestly, guys, for under $100, you can't really beat it. This stuff does everything it says it does with the UV protection, and with it being 2K urethane, I didn't have any issues over the Rustoleum. It did take me 5 coats to achieve full coverage, but that had nothing to do with the clear. That's just the nature of stacking pearls to do a solid pearl paint job like this. I could have added more pearl into the mix, but I didn't want to overload it, and I didn't want the pearls to start clumping. But anyways, guys, as always, rate this mix. Let me know what you thought of this today. 1, you don't really care for it. 5, it's the greatest thing you've ever seen. And anywhere in between. No opinion's wrong. We all got one. And hey, Speedokote clear. If you guys want to replicate what I'm doing, if you want to do a budget Rustoleum paint job with a pearl, this Speedokote clear comes 5 stars recommended for me. It works great. It does everything that it's promised to do. It was a little bit on the thinner side. I see what some of the guys that have complained talked about, but honestly, guys, that's nitpicking it. It's not a big deal at all. If you're any kind of a decent painter, you can adjust for it, and you're going to find that sometimes. Some stuff's thinner, some stuff's thicker. It's not the biggest deal, and it's definitely nothing to complain about, and not a knock on Speedokote products whatsoever. And for the money, you can't beat it, guys. So highly recommended. If you want to pick up this pearl, if you want to pick up the Speedokote, the gun, the regulator, anything, it's in the description as seen on YouTube. And hey, that's going to be it for me today, guys. If you've made it this far in the video, please hit that subscribe button. Drop me a like and comment. Let me know how I did today. And that's going to be it till next time. I'm John from Whitley Auto Works. So hope you have a great day. God bless. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.